What's up, y'all? Welcome to EMW, Extreme Music Wrestling, the podcast on YouTube, in your face, from Wicked Body Productions. My name is Big Mac. This is my beautiful wife,
Mama Mac.
And we're just going to chat it up today. We don't really have a lot of subjects planned, but we're pushing out that content for y'all, trying to get something out, engage the viewers a little bit. Maybe we'll have some questions for y'all motherfuckers for once, you know what I'm saying? And if there's any topics y'all want to hear us discuss, drop them down in the comments below. As always, we'll try to make our way through that. Let us know what you want to hear about. Maybe hear about it some. So, how you been, Mama Meg?
Well, I just got out of Sunrise.
What is Sunrise for people that don't know?
It's a psych ward.
It's not a psych ward. It's a crisis center. It's a psychiatric crisis center, right? Psych wards are more long term. It's a newbie psych ward.
Yeah, it's for beginners.
Yeah. It's like county, not prison. You know. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm sure you're going through some things that led you to where you're at. I don't want to get too much into that, give away too many personal details about our life or your life, but for anybody who's listening, man, just know that you're not going through shit alone. She has a story that I'm sure she would like to tell y'all about how she ended up there and her little path to getting well again to be here for our family, man.
I was going through some shit, like I was being violent to people and people who didn't deserve it when they were just trying to help me, and I didn't notice they were just trying to help me. In the moment when it was already too late, I tried to say sorry, and it was just too late for that. Sorry doesn't cut it all the time. So you got to go and make steps where you have to make yourself do the right things.
So what you're saying is getting help when you feel like you're in a crisis is always bettering yourself. It's always a good choice as opposed to just giving in to intrusive thoughts and things that you've done in your past, right?
Right.
I think everybody, especially in our community, the Juggalo community, the underground community, horrorcore community, the wrestling community, whatever community it is that we claim to be a part of in this, part of society, can really relate to that. I know I've been to the same facility 3 times, and it's helped every time. Sometimes you gotta go back and get more help. Where you're sitting at right now, do you feel like you're in a good space, or do you feel like you need to get some more help? I know you're going to continue therapy and psychiatric visits and all that, but are you feeling pretty good now?
I'm feeling much better. The people there, the patients there I feel like they're more helpful than the medicine.
Yeah.
But the medicine has me thinking clearly. I'm feeling free of my mental issues, and I had one lapse, just only one lapse in there. And with the coping skills they taught me in there, I was able to calm myself down, because unfortunately the nurses in there weren't very helpful at the moment, because I had a lapse and I hit myself and I was screaming at the top of my lungs, making it uncomfortable for other patients and stuff like that, and they decided not to come help me at that moment. So I had to find help for myself, like that song King ISO says, help yourself.
Yeah, man. Shout out King ISO, man. If you ever see this, man, we love you. All 3 of us, me, her, and our daughter, I'll bump your shit all the time, man. You're changing lives for the better, sir. That's what we're trying to do, man. So shout out King ISO. So you kind of learn how to help yourself more than anything, it sounds like, which is something everyone should learn. Without coping skills, it's hard to live fucking life. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. But there is a nurse in there that I'm going back in there, and I'm going to make a Daisy Award for her. I hope she gets it too. Nurse Penny. She deserves a Daisy Award.
What's a Daisy Award?
It's the award that they get for being the most outstanding nurse of the whole hospital.
That's dope. That's dope, man. It's always good to help yourself, especially when you're taking your own problems out on people you love. Even if you're just taking it out on yourself and you're feeling some type of way, man. No matter who you are, you could be my worst enemy, and we love y'all. We ain't trying to see nobody dead out here. or ruining and fucking up lives, and I mean that shit to my core. So if you need help, get help. If you know better, do better. There ain't no excuses for that, man. No one will love you like you love yourself. And remember to love yourself, motherfucker. Now, moving on to something else, man. Let's talk about some music. I don't want to lecture people too long, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about some music. So me and you, the GDG right here, Mama Mac, Big
Yeah.
Mac, we dropped Pink Hair, Green Shoes a while back, about a month ago now?
Yeah,
Something like
hopefully
that,
people listen to it. If you haven't, you better be listening to it already. Go to Spotify. It's on there. Listen to it. It's free to download.
Yeah, it's everywhere, man. It's on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, your mama house, your grandmama house, your auntie house. Tell your auntie I said what up, though. All that shit, man. It's everywhere. If you ain't heard it, fucking hear it. She even played some where she was at before in Sunrise, and they really were into that shit, man. We've had a lot of support with this. This is Mama Mac's first project other than singles, and she does have a singles EP coming out to be announced, right? It's not out yet.
Not yet.
It's in the works, man. I think
I
she's
got
gonna
some
have
stuff working I want to drop with the CD, so it's just being put off for a little bit.
So I think we're thinking coloring book, right?
Yeah.
So we're trying to do a simultaneous release of her EP and a small coloring book, full coloring pages. I'm not sure how many. It might be, 7 pages. It might be a page. It might be 700 and a page. I don't know. We're going to see what we can get done. And when she wants to release it, it'll be out. Just know, man, especially for a new artist and someone that I believe in greatly, I'm not being biased when I say it's highly original. It is fucking dope. The underground will love this shit. And there's not a single cuss word on the whole motherfucker. Every copy that gets signed by me because I produced it, I'm right fucking Big Mac on it just so there's a little bit of cussing. You know what I mean?
There's blisters on these fingers.
But yeah, there's not a single cuss word on that whole motherfucker. There's no features except for one song featuring me, and I believe that's it, right?
Yeah.
One track. Yeah, it was on Mama Mac, all produced by me. And she killed it, man. It's a full EP, not an LP. I believe it's 8 or 9 tracks. You know what I mean? You have such hits as Flying Kittens, Milk and Cookies. What else is on there? We got Zom Friend. You know what I mean? That's about as far as Pudding Slime.
That's my favorite.
I'm gonna give that away. Pudding Slime has me on it, man. All right, and the name of this EP is called Cultivating Cult Children. Or Triple C, if you will, but it's Cultivating Cult Children. I know a lot of people might judge this. I don't give a fuck if you do. It's kind of like wicked shit, but for youngsters. It's like some almost like horrorcore that dads and moms can play in front of their 7-year-old without feeling like a piece of shit, but it's still wicked. You know what I mean? We're not trying to like make them kill their parents or fucking take over the world. None of that shit. That is not us, man. Stuff. Nothing like that. But it's just some wicked shit with no cuss words. It's kind of more kid-friendly that you can play in front of your kiddos, man, without feeling like a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I say fuck a lot, don't I?
Yeah.
Fuckity fuck, fucking God fuck. All right, whatever, man. We're gonna keep it going, man. So our next release, though, from Wicked Body is my 3rd installment in the Triple D series of EPs. In case you haven't heard, I've been promoting it everywhere I can. I've already released Dichotomy. All right, the Alien Pharaoh motherfucker. If you ain't seen his videos, they're kind of weird, man. He kind of scares the fuck out of me, lives in my nightmares and shit. That motherfucker dropped Duality, and now we're teaming up together, as much as I hate that creepy fuck, to give y'all a project entitled Division. It will be out 3/17, which is from the release date of this video, I believe. What did it be? 7 days, a week, yeah. A week, yeah. Because today is the 8th. We pre-record our shit. Smart like that. We like to edit some things, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it'll come out 2 days from today. That'll be the 10th. Will be the drop of this video. And then it comes out the 17th, which is the drop of our next EMW podcast. And also the drop of the Division EP by Big Mac, man. Let me know what y'all think of the first 2 if you've heard them. If not, you can stream them everywhere. Once again, they're on Spotify, YouTube Music, iTunes. everywhere you can stream music. They're probably bumping at your mama house, your grandmama house, your auntie house. What up, auntie? Love y'all. I love aunties. You know what I'm saying? That's whatever we do, we doing it, and it's coming in quick, man. We've had a lot of releases this year. We're planning a shitload more, not just like a little more. Like we're trying to keep this content coming for y'all. We've been getting a lot of good feedback. So yeah, man, we're trying to snag all the publicity we can. The money ain't where we at, man. We're trying to get the name out there and get people to know that there's something good coming out of Roswell, New Mexico. And I ain't talking about little green guys or little gray guys. Moving on, what do you think these motherfuckers need to be looking forward to from Wicked Body, whether it be the podcast, that impending release, the new Biomac album coming, years? Like, what is your favorite project that we're working on right now?
Right now, let's see.
Even if there's something I didn't bring up yet, just let these motherfuckers know some shit.
We got
the GDG. That's what we got. That's us. We together as a unit. The goddamn Gadberries, motherfucker.
We are dropping a full-length LP, and that's what I was working on when I was in Sunrise. I did 3 verses when I was in there.
She's out working my ass.
Yeah, it's putting him to work.
Yeah, so the GDG, right? Right now we do not have a streaming page for the GDG until we get our game up and we can afford that new distro kid. Shout out distro kid. But you can find all the GDG releases for now on my solo page. That's Big Mac, BIG space MACC space of WBP. Yeah, new project from the GDG coming as soon as possible. We're in the talks with the homegirl Maya and the homeboy JR Butcher, who was previously on our podcast.
Shout out JR.
Yeah.
And Maya. Love you, Maya.
Yeah, love both of y'all, man. AAB all day, you know what I mean? Shout out Fruit Loops, too. But anyway, we're in talks with her about doing the album art, man. She's an incredibly gifted artist. If you want to see some of her work, I will link the Butcher shop down below. And all the designs on that shop were created by Maya and JR. So I believe she did all the drawing. I think he did the store design, or I'm not exactly sure. That's purely speculation. But I'm pretty sure she did all the drawing herself. And yeah, like I said, she might do the album art. I think that's what direction we're steering in. I think that she could do something amazing, something wonderful. And I feel like it'd be a masterpiece if she did. Beyond that, be ready for this, man. Be ready for this. This is some Juggalo shit. This is some shit for couples.
Woo-woo.
This is some shit for the family. This is just an all-inclusive album, but it's set years in the future, right? So without getting too much into it, all right, we left off 11 years later is where we left off on Pink Hair, Green Shoes. 11 years later from when it was recorded, which is 2025. So that album ends in the year 2036, right? So listen to that album. You'll get a feel for what's coming, kind of, in the next LP. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully you will give it a listen.
Yeah.
And then you'll be ready for the next album coming.
Yeah, man. I'm really excited for it. We've been working on it hard, man. Working on it hard as fuck. Mama Mac is getting so much better with her flows and her musical prowess. And, you know, I've been doing this a long time, and I never once claimed to be the best of all time. Like, personally, you know what I mean? But everyone starts out somewhere. I started writing poems when I started rapping. It was a shit show. Like, it was bad. And she's already outworking me, outdoing me in my beginning years. So shout out to Mama Mac for being so amazing and so very talented with everything that she does. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of talented people, though, I work a lot of side projects, man. I really do. I work a lot of fucking side projects with all my people. And I'm going to bring in my motherfucking sister right here.
Yo,
the one and only other half of Sad Kids. This is TerraEyez, man. This is her first public appearance as part of Wicked Body. Other than a backyard show, man. She's nervous as fuck. But let's give it up for Miss TerraEyez in the building, man. Yeah.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
So I'm gonna kind of do on the fly interviews. This is your first public like appearance type shit, man. This is 3 simple questions, dog. You ready?
Ready?
I know you're ready, man. All right. So what got you started wanting to do music and got you into the music game?
To be honest,
what's up?
When we were growing up and shit and watching you and Brandon rap and shit,
Yeah,
back
me and
then I
Bio,
wanted
yeah.
to. Back then I wanted to be a rapper, but I was too scared.
You can never be scared of shit, man. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't fucking take. I know that sounds corny, but it's 100% factual, dog. So you kind of, what you're saying is, you heard me and Bio, the other half of Biomax, shout out Biohazard in the building, man. You heard us doing it, you wanted to do it. What made your ass wait so fucking long? That's been like 10, 15, 20 years ago now, man.
Self-esteem.
Well, you can't have those issues, man. You can't have those fucking issues, man. You can have them, right? But you got to overcome them. If there's a goal in your life you want to get to, you got to get to that shit. You got to make that happen for yourself and for the people who love and believe in you, right?
Yeah.
So
it's 100%.
So what do you got coming up soon that we can look forward to?
Been working on a few tracks here lately.
Yeah.
We haven't recorded them yet.
Yeah.
We did record I Need a Homie, and that's gonna be fire.
Yeah, I Need a Homie, man. I think it's gonna be our first single off our new LP. We have 2 Sad Kids EPs out. One is Sad Kids EP. Also on my solo page is BIG space MACC space of space WBP. Anywhere you can stream music, that's where it's at. Like I said, we have the Sad Kids EP, and we got one called Raw Dope, the EP. And that shit, both of those go hard as fuck. I've got a lot of positive feedback. A lot of people that say that they want to, chill with us after hearing our backstory, because that's the premise of what Sad Kids is, right?
Yeah.
Kind of how we grew up. And it's a whole different world now, right?
Yeah.
But this is a look into our past, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got that one single recorded, right?
Yes.
All right, we're working on more coming soon, right?
Yes.
So explain to me real quick before I move on to this last question, what I Need a Homie, excuse me. I Need a Homie is all about, that single.
So I Need a Homie, I wrote it at my downest point.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I was going through some shit, and
you needed a homie, yeah?
I needed a homie.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy that you wrote it at such a low point, simply because the track is so uplifted and so positive sounding. Regardless of anybody's judgment on the artist SPM or South Park Mexican, whichever one you refer to him as, he has a song called I Need a Sweet. And we kind of took that beat, altered it a little bit, changed it up here and there. And that beat and her idea gave birth to a dope-ass track named I Need a Homie, man. And it's a very positive, happy-sounding track. But it is some shit, right? And it does have a message behind it of, I ain't got nobody, so I need somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I see where people get emotional, like me and you, when it comes to talking about that. I'll be on the lookout for that. Yeah, I Need a Homie coming out soon, man. It's going to be our first single off the LP we're working on, which I believe we're going to call Back from the Dead, right? And then what we decided. Back from the Dead, yeah, man. There's reasons behind that we can get into the lore of that later on. But Back from the Dead by Sad Kids coming soon. Now, thinking about this interview, I did have one more question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years with this music shit?
On the stage, I'm gonna be at Gorefest.
Is that what you're shooting for, Gorefest?
Yep.
Gorefest. Gorefest is such a good time, and I'd be honored to perform a Sad Kids set with you there. You know what I'm saying? I've known you all my life, man. We're not blood brother and blood sister, but this is my motherfucking sister. And she ever gets on the stage and she don't invite me, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
I won't be on the stage without you.
So, that being said, Gorefest, yeah, man, Scum, be ready. I'm gonna say in the next 2 years. She said 5, but I see that happening in the next 2, man. Wicked Body coming to Gorefest. We're gonna steal a slot every day at least, man, if not 2, because we got many artists like TerraEyez, like myself, like Bio, like Rosie So Cold, like the homie Gremlin, the homie Toki, all these motherfuckers that have been riding for us and putting down tracks and making some straight fire. We're going to be there. I know y'all always be ready for us and show the most love. Shout out to Roxy Denver. Shout out LSP. Shout out Chloe Kills and Scum. And shout out these motherfuckers while I'm at it. Matt Pelly, you don't know who they are. You're a whack bitch. Go check them out, man. They're everywhere too. And they're straight killing shit, man. We got a new music video out with them, me and Bio do. It's Biomac and Matt Pelly, Gory Dreams. If you ain't seen it yet, you need to. All right. She over here looking like she's about to throw up on herself because it's that sick. You hear me? It's that sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that fucking sick, man. So let's reach into the history of Sad Kids a little bit, man. What's your favorite Sad Kids track off of either of the EPs that have been released, man?
My favorite one?
Your favorite one?
Sad Kids.
So that is Sad Kids by Sad Kids off Sad Kids the EP, right?
Yes.
Hell yeah, man. That was the first track I think that me and you ever did solo together. Like,
you want to give them a
just me
taste
and you,
of it?
man. I'm gonna play it. I'll play it. We own the rights to it, so I'll give them the whole track, man. But we were the sad kids, sad kids. Childhood was tragic, tragic. Insert.
We were the sad kids, sad kids. Childhood was tragic, tragic. We were the sad kids, sad kids. Childhood was tragic, tragic. Mama coming home late, hooked on dope. No food on my plate, no way to cope. Only thing that fills my belly is all of this hate. Looking for a way out, trying to find a sweet escape. Sad kid sitting lonely, no one to call my homie. Fat kid, misfit, bad kid, this shit is lonely. Names I heard growing up and no one gave a fuck. Life on a druggie's budget, plunging, busting up. Lines on the countertop, not helping kids grow up. It was hard to get by or even wake up. Being a sad kid, mad, ratchet, and rabid. Bloodlust, a zombie kid, feeding on bad habits. Moshing through this puked world, like bodies with maggots. Meaning of gutter and goalie. Post-traumatic. We made it out the ghetto in our own fashion. Somehow we're still standing here like fucking magic. We were the sad kids, sad kids. Childhood was tragic, tragic. We were the sad kids, sad kids. Childhood was tragic, tragic.
We were the sad kids, sad kids. Fat ass misfits, always the bad kids. Bumping ICP and Slipknot, jug a maggot. Drawn to the horrorcore, blood magnet. Stab it, then wrap it, all up in plastic. Talking about a Vic, after I go grab it, rabbit. Thoughts all the time, murder on my mind. Classical hot bumping with the moon high in the sky. Mama saying don't take him, Lord, it's not his time. Flashing back to that, getting high, committing crimes. Trash to say the least, the worst kind that you can find. Take my pen on Vicks, rob they nickels and dimes from they pocket once they gone and dead. Missing heads, therapist once said I'll be better off when I'm dead. Sad kid, serial killer, my past was tragic. Blame it on myself and mom and dad's bad habits, yo.
We were the sad kids, sad kids. Childhood was tragic, tragic. We were the sad kids, sad kids. Childhood was tragic, tragic.
Well, yeah, man. I gotta say, my favorite though is Reasons. Remember doing that song Reasons?
If I
Wonder
had,
why we are fucked up the way we are. What? Yeah, it's dope, man. Her lyrics, bro, kill some shit, man. She smashed this shit. We got some other side projects too that we're working on, man. I can't talk about him, but I'll kick my ass, man. He'll try. He won't do it. He'll try. I'm watching you, Brandon. Always gonna be watching you, Brandon. I know you're gonna try to kick my ass if I talk about it. That one thing that no one's mentioned on the video yet. You can try it. It's fine. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, not because I'm scared, man. I got mind control. You go away. I talk my shit. You come back. I still talk my shit. Anyway. Anyway, man.
well, there is a second one that's my favorite too.
What's that?
In my hood.
On my block.
On my block.
Yeah, on my block.
My
on
bad.
my block
On my
is
block.
dope, man. On my block is incredibly dope. I'm gonna put a link down in the description. You're already on YouTube, so I'll link it on YouTube of the Sad Kids EP and the Raw Dope EP by Sad Kids. Give them a listen and be prepared for the new shit entitled what?
Sad Kids.
Well, it's by Sad Kids, but it's entitled Back from the Dead.
Oh, Back from the Dead.
It's an LP and it's coming your way as soon as possible, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, be ready, motherfucker. Be ready, all right? We got releases all year long for that ass. You know what I'm saying? We're coming in hot, and it ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you said Gorefest. What are some track ideas that you have? Like, are you one of those conceptual artists, like where you're like pick a concept and try to stick to it, or you just like write some shit and wherever it falls, it falls? Because I know there's two different approaches.
Well, kind of
you know,
both. I kind of stick to a set, but at the same time, then there's times I'm like, well, I'm just going to write whatever comes out, and whatever comes out, that's what it is.
Nah, I get that for sure. I'm kind of the same way, man, especially when I freestyle. Do this freestyle. Like, I try to stick to a concept, even when I don't, I'm just like, that sounds dope. In the moment, I'm like, that sounds dope. I'm going to flow that. And a lot of that shit is made it to tracks, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm really excited for this Sad Kid shit. I'm really excited to release it, to promo it, to see how it turns out and see what the people think. Just like I'm also excited for the shit with Mama Mac, GDG. I'm excited for this upcoming Biomac album that is still very early in the works. Was entitled Thriving But Barely Surviving. And I'm really excited for that Division EP to drop on the 17th of March, man.
Fuck yeah.
It's the day after my daughter's birthday. If y'all fuck with me, if y'all fuck with Wicked Body in any capacity, you fuck with EMW, you fuck with TerraEyez, you fuck with Mama Mac over there, you fuck with Bio, any of us, check it out, man. And yeah, dude, like all those projects, they're really fucking sick, man. We got a lot of collab shit coming up soon, too. So just keep your eyes and ears open. And yeah, that's what we're doing, man. We're going to keep blasting this fucking content out, you know what I'm saying?
Wonder why we are fucked up the way we are. Wonder why we are fucked up the way we are. Wonder why. These the reasons. These the reasons. No one gave a fuck about a sad kid. Dad walk in, mom kitchen fat lit. Everyone hit it on a sad kid. Every day at school was just fucking shit. No money to get clothes. Daddy never gave a shit. And I'm beating all my foes, cause every day I be pissed. Everyone around me on drugs. Everyone acting like a thug. And every time I woke up at night screaming I got no love. These are the reasons why. The reasons why I don't try anymore to not cry. The reason I barely make it by. Wonder why. These the reasons. Wonder why. These the reasons. These the reasons.
Part of time when I was little kid, mom to give a fuck. whether I lived, died in and out of the fucking pen, living his life full of sin. Coke and drugs, his only friends, making legal money in the only way he knew how. What a coward, he took the easy way out. I made it out the ghetto, if you could see me now. His little girl a rapper, all grown up now.
These the reasons. 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 These the reasons.
Damn, man, that shit was fire, dog. That fucking track goes so fucking hard, dude.
Fuck yeah.
I love that shit, man. Anyway, what we got coming up soon for EMW, the Homeboy Freak Show, who just dropped, just like within weeks prior to this, dropped a brand new album. It has collabs with the likes of Insane Poetry, Lilith the Sinful, and many more. I believe it's called Goat Eater, isn't it?
Yep.
Goat Eater, man. And the track with Insane Poetry goes especially hard, not just because I'm an IP mark, but I am. Love that guy. Shout out Insane Poetry. Shout out Freak Show. I believe that track is called Sick Shit Saved Me. You know what I'm saying?
And you missed getting a chance to win a free album on the podcast that Biomac was on and Freak Show was on together on Hours of Chaos.
The Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. The Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Man, this shit goes hard, man. I hope he keeps using that little intro jingle that I made for him, dude. He has the most karma. The Karma King, the Karma Millionaire himself, Don Chaos. Keeping it real, keeping it wicked, and keeping it real wicked all the fucking time. You know what I mean? You can't fuck with that, man. He's unfuckwittable. And if you fuck with him, you fucking with Wicked Body. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know what the Hours of Chaos is, check that shit out, man. Don Chaos. He's all over YouTube. He's on social media. He's on Instagram. He's on all that shit. He loves to show the Wicked Underground the most fucking support out of anybody. He loves doing his podcast thing and showing up to shows and being a real one, man. And he loves doing giveaways, man. So me and my boy, Bio, were on there, and we gave away some shit. And anybody who won that shit also got some extra free shit with their package of free shit because you boys ain't bitches, you know what I mean? Plus, it took me like 2 weeks to get it out to him. But if you're seeing this and you want some free shit from your boy Mac, I'm sorry it took so long. But enjoy those fucking cassette tapes and other free shits that you got from us, and let us know how we did on that, all right? Bam, knowledge for your fucking brain, man. So I think we're going to keep this episode kind of short, man. It's been kind of just a rundown of Wicked Body shit so far. I do feel like we need to talk about some wrestling news.
Oh, yeah.
If y'all haven't heard about it yet, John Cena. John Cena, motherfucker, heel turn at Elimination Chamber. If you don't know what that is, I don't know why you're watching my podcast because it's about wrestling. Anyway, music and wrestling.
Mainly wrestling.
He turned into a bad guy, right? He was a bad guy early on in his career for a short period of time. He was a good guy for like 20-odd years or some shit. Now he's a bad guy again, and I think he's going to kill it, man. Let us know in the comments down below your thoughts of that heel turn if you saw it. If you haven't watched Elimination Chamber yet and I gave you a spoiler, I'm sorry. Let me bitch at me in the comments.
Sorry.
Let me know what you think is going to have John Cena heel run, man, because I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited for it. I'm expecting him to shave his head like The Rock and then be like Team Hollywood from here until the end of time. You know what I mean? But I don't know what I'm really
He's already
expecting.
going bald anyways. Just
Yeah.
shave it, John.
Yeah, I got a receding hairline. That motherfucker got a skin yarmulke like fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Just shave it, John.
Hey, man, I think a lot of these new people that WWE is bringing in are doing great. I'm happy to see the AEW is finally picking up again. I stopped watching them for the longest time, not the longest time, but a while, because the match quality was there. It was good matches, but the storylines were just not there. You know what I mean? I'm happy to see Ricochet doing the shit he's doing, Swerve Strickland doing the shit he's doing, and Tony Khan, you're still a rich mark ass little bitch. So anytime you want to change that up,
Mark.
I'd be happy. I'd be happy, man. But it seems like you're working on it, so kudos to you, sir. Can I borrow about 50 mil though? I was playing. Hey man, I gotta talk my shit. But shout out AEW, shout out WWE. They're both the shit, man.
And JCW.
Well, I was about to get into that. JCW today as we speak. This is March 8th, 2025.
Yeah.
JCW. Shout out to my boy Shock Cena.
Lucky motherfucker.
Shock in the building, man. I hope you see this, man. I love you. I know we were supposed to go with you to JCW. You know why we did it, man. We're going to make the next one for sure. And you better be ready for me to jump in that ring with your ass and give you the fucking Stone Cold Stunner. Or you can try to give me the attitude adjustment, Mr. Shock Cena, but I don't know if you're going to be able to do that with your insulated ass. I love y'all motherfuckers. And whoop whoop to my Roswell Juggalos, my Roswell homies that hold me down all the time. And shout out to JCW for rolling through the Sunshine Theater in Albuquerque today, man. I'm sure they're killing it. I'm sure everything is fucking busting. I'm sure everything is dope at that show. And I wish I was fucking there. But I'm going to be all right, man. So, yeah.
Hope all the fans having fun.
Shout out Mickey Knuckles, too.
Yeah.
We didn't show up to the interview we were supposed to be on. I was trying to fanboy out over you, man. Shout out Mickey
That's
Knuckles,
right.
though, man. I'll talk to you one day.
Yeah.
We'll chop it up. We'll talk about that Trinidad and the Death Win. We'll talk about all that shit in JCW did before that and after that and during that time. You know what I'm saying?
Hurt but die.
Maybe I'll get lucky and I get you on my podcast and we can talk about Mr. Tracy Smothers and how both y'all are insanely gifted and talented and wonderful, man. So until then, I'm going to keep putting you as a tag on this show until you fucking YouTube yourself and I pop up and you're going to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to do, man. As far as other wrestling goes, man, I don't really watch other wrestling. Like TNA, the Hardys in TNA doing good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing good.
They just won the belts.
Yeah, well, it's been a while, but yeah.
Well, not just won them, but they won the belts.
Again,
yeah. They deserve them.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Dude, call me old school, but I'm still hoping that, what is his name now? Cope?
Yeah, Cope.
Adam Copeland?
Yeah,
Let's
Cope.
call him who he is. Fucking Edge.
Cope.
And Christian
Rated R superstar.
will team back up. And I'm hoping that Devon has one more in him. And Bubba Ray can quit doing the podcast for all at 15 minutes. And he could come back to the ring too. And the Hardys, who are still doing shit, shout out the Hardy boys, Hardy Brothers, Team Extreme, whatever you want to call them. The Hardys, Matt and Jeff, brother Matt, brother Nero, whatever you want to call them. I hope those three teams, so those 6 individuals, one day will run back TLC.
Oh yeah, that would be a dream match.
I'm not saying Devon has to fall from 20 feet high again. I get it. We're all little men at this point. I'm not saying Jeff has to do that either. I'm not saying no one has to fall from that high. But I know y'all could do it, and it would still be fire if y'all were all in the same promotion at one time, man. If I had enough money, I'd put a ring up in my backyard, pay you all just to come do it in my fucking backyard. That'd be the whole show.
Oh, yeah.
What is it, TLC, like 7 at this point? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think realistically it'd be number 4. I think there's 3 major ones. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but I know there's at least 2. I believe there's 3. Yeah, that'd be fucking dope, man. That's my dream match, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah.
Just imagine tiny ladder. Tiny ladder.
That's what you could do,
ladder.
man. You could do a TLC with all tiny ladders. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like the Royal Rumble, Kevin Owens.
Yeah, just a couple
Cody
of steps.
Rhodes. Bring out the little,
Little
hornswoggle size little ladders. And don't got to be very far up. You know what I mean? You just climb up that bitch and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I'd still pay millions for it if I had it, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
It's fire. Shout out Devon Dudley, by the way. I've been watching his YouTube channel. That is D-VON, I believe, Dudley on YouTube. And he has some of the freshest fucking wrestling videos. And check out WrestleMania for all your fucking wrestling news, because they're almost never wrong, even if it's a spoiler, man. Like Paul Heyman, they got spoilers, not predictions. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So, shout out Gentleman's Jack, Bubba Ray.
Oh, yeah, man. Busted Open Podcast. Bubba Ray and The Undertaker getting loose off of not one, but 2 bottles of Gentleman's Jack whiskey. You know what I'm saying? Made for a great interview and a great time. It didn't even seem like an interview. It seemed like some old homies chilling, which I know that's what it was, man. And while we're on the subject of Gentleman's Jack, shout out Mr. D Lyrical, too, man. I miss your ass. Met you together in 2019. Shout out D Lyrical, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we still got that pizza box.
Yeah, stale Dales, right? Yeah, we got that. We got that for sure, man. So I think that's about all. We're going to cut this episode short. I know we usually try to go for about an hour. This one's going to be probably about half that. But we love y'all guys, man. This is Wicked Body. I am Big Mac.
I am Mama Mac.
And that's TerraEyez over there, man. Hey, we love y'all, man.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Remember, Big Mac Division, right? Biomac, thriving but barely surviving. Mama Mac, Triple C, the GDG. We ain't telling y'all the exact name yet, right? Sad Kids, back from the fucking dead, right? Gorefest coming up this year. We will be there. We'll be in full effect. Check out our merch store. We got one on BigCartel. We got one on Streamlabs. We got one pushing out my fucking trunk at every show. That's where you get the real fucking discounts. Or hit me on the low on IG, man. All the links below. Shout out Butcher Pete. Shout out Freak Show, who's going to be on next week, hopefully. If not, then the week following. Shout out Dysfunctional Clique. That's Gabriel Blaze and Lazy Boy, who's going to be on whichever week Freak Show is not. And yeah, man, word to Yancy, man. We out. Whoa, whoa.
Yo, what up, famo? All the merch in this video that you're seeing right now is all available right now on Wicked Body Productions Streamlabs Store, man. You could get that EMW shirt you've been looking at. You can get those Biomac, Mama Mac, Wozy So Cold, bootleg style shirts you've been looking at.
Whoa, whoa.
You could get those shoes, them dope ass kicks that you've been looking at. If you ain't looked at them yet, you need to, man. This is Wicked Body Productions. Hit up our Streamlabs store and help a homie out, man. You know what I'm saying?
We were the sad kids, sad kids. Childhood was tragic, tragic. We were the sad kids, sad kids. Childhood was tragic, tragic. Mama coming home late, hooked on dope. No food on my plate, no way to cope. Only thing that fills my belly is all of this hate. Looking for a way out, trying to find a sweet escape. Sad kid sitting lonely, no one to call my homie. Fat kid, misfit, bad kid, this shit is lonely. Names I heard growing up and no one gave a fuck. Life on a druggie's budget, plunging, busting up. Lines on the countertop, not helping kids grow up. It was hard to get by or even wake up. Being a sad kid, mad, ratchet, and rabid. Bloodlust, a zombie kid, feeding on bad habits. Moshing through this puked world like bodies with maggots. Meaning of gutter, goalie, post-traumatic. We made it out the ghetto in our own fashion. Somehow we're still standing here like fucking magic. We were the sad kids, sad kids. Childhood was tragic, tragic. We were the sad kids, sad kids. Childhood was tragic, tragic.
We were the sad kids, sad kids. Fat ass misfits, always the bad kids. Bumping worst kind that you can find. Take my pen on Vicks, rob they nickels and dimes from they pocket once they gone and dead. Missing heads, therapist once said I'll be better off when I'm dead. Sad kid, serial killer, my past was tragic. Blame it on myself and mom and dad's bad habits, yo.
We were the sad kids, sad kids. Childhood was tragic, tragic. We were the sad kids, sad kids. Childhood was tragic, tragic.